Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So to respect your time, if you are looking for a video where the person's got hindsight in their favor and they're doing a trade recap or something like that, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, I'm confident you'll get value in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. All right, watching 159.50 here, and I might have missed it. We'll see if it wants to come back up and back test me, but nope, slightly too slow on that one. All right, well, never mind on Tesla. enph, was watching that one. Maybe Tesla's gonna potentially still play some ball here. We'll see. Let's come up a bit more. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. All right, watching 104 here as a potential short on Google. In at 104. So let's see if this thing wants indeed come back down. Get my stop in a play there. And not looking so good right now. And out there for a $250 loss. Wow. Is it going to V-shape? Maybe so. What a move. Over here to Tesla. Okay, potentially, yeah, 159.50 still at level, although the 5 minutes got me a little concerned on that one. A couple bounces up. enph was watching this one earlier on. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this one. I will go ahead and pause. Going to try to catch some momentum on this one. In at 170. And out there for a momentum scalp there. I chased it for sure. So I'm not denying the fact that I chased it, but I realized I was chasing it, which is why I wanted to be more so aggressive. But compared to what was being risked there, turned out just fine. Now I know what you're saying. I'm saying the same thing. Oh, look at it. You could have been up so much more. And that's true, but it was already a chase. So if this thing just wants to go and just continue to get more and more crazy, well, then that's fine. But for me going in, now of course you can make the argument, no, you weren't chasing it, Clay, because look, it still had more room to go down. Yeah, okay, fair point. But again, give me at least a little credit. And remember that in hindsight, it's easy to say that, but at that moment in time, for all I knew, it was getting ready to potentially snap back up, which is why I needed to be more so aggressive with it. So you're right. In hindsight now, it's easy to say, no, Clay, it wasn't. You weren't chasing. I mean, that was still plenty of room left in the move. And you're right, but we now can define, quote unquote, the move. But when I was taking that trade, I didn't know what the move, quote unquote, was going to be. So just something to keep in mind. But all right, I am, let's see, now up 175. Let's take a look at Tesla here. Yeah, that level. And I'll show you what scares me on I don't like those lower shadows. You have the lower shadow back here. So at this point, seems too much like a very legitimate chance that it could bounce. So I could go long, sure, but again, it still feels like it could drop too. So basically, it feels like too much for me, at least, a 50-50 setup. And I don't like 50-50 setups because I'm not here to flip a coin. I want to believe I have some sort of edge. So do I try Google again? And I could. 104.75. Or is this thing just going to completely V-shape back up? All right, I will go ahead and pause for the time being. And that's exactly what I was scared of. Not that it would have been a losing trade yet, but you can see broke down, but has, as of now, looking like it could potentially just be absolute fake breakdown. There's this thing snap back up. So, wow, enph. I guess a little bit of, but this thing just bleeding and bleeding. Do have an order. I can't remember if I told you I have an order out on Google or not, but I do have an order out to get short at Google at 105.55, although it's looking like that thing may not be happening, but I'll keep it out there for now. And yeah, so that would have been a very frustrating trade, because you know some people were playing that pennant there, and it broke down and didn't quite work out. Trying to get my on-screen marker over here to draw that out. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So apologies, but like I said, this is live, trying to do it. So you know some people, you know, they shorted right there, things are looking great, and then boom. Not that they're knocked out yet, but they're probably not feeling as good as what they were. Probably a little bit of discouragement here. But yeah, very clearly a lot of buyers down here right around this general area right now, which makes sense when you look at the 30-minute time frame. This is an area with a lot of buyers around the 158.75-ish mark. So you bring it. So this is the 30-minute. If I were to bring this line down here, you can see that bounce, and right now it's trying to bounce off that area. So it makes sense why the price is struggling at this area on the 1 minute. So, you know, multiple time frame analysis matters. So yes, we're just looking at the 1 minute, but when you correspond that with the 30-minute, you can see that it actually makes very, very logical sense why it's struggling to go down any further right now. Okay, enph maybe a bounce back up. Still potentially interested in this one, but ooh, what a small little candle. So that's got me a little nervous now. I mean, look how small, you can barely see the candle there. Such a tight range compared to all these other candles. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, have an order to get short at 106.15 here on Google. 106.15. I'll go ahead and pause, and I'll let you know if it looks like I might have a chance of getting filled. Okay, it's through. All right, I'm just going to cancel that out. The more I look at this, is this a fast-moving stock? I can't tell. I'll go up to 106.35. Just try to bake in the apparent confusion that I have. So I could be in right now. I mean, look at this 5 minute though. Just straight up. First 5 minutes down and now just straight up. But again, it's just, I mean, it's not the fastest of movers, but yeah, even now, I mean, why can't you just, so difficult to even move 10 cents up from here, it seems. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one unless this thing just gets even more overextended, but yeah, that 5 minute is just a little stupid. Yeah, look at this thing. All right, I'll pause. Quick learning lesson on this one and reminder. Can you imagine if I got stubborn on this one when I took my loss basically, where was it? Like right around here, and said, no. I'm going to hold and hope. I was short. Look how much bigger that loss would be and currently growing as this thing continues to go higher and higher. I will tell you what, that right there, this trade feels like a winning trade. Because wow, what a train wreck that thing could have become. Quite literally. I mean, got out at 104.50. It's now up over, it's going on $2.50 more above where I got out at. So that's literally over $1,000 more that I could be down on that one. So to think that I could be down, to think that right here could be $1,000 plus and growing, and then I just look and I see 255, I'll tell you what, those trades feel fantastic. At the time, yeah, they're not fun. At the time, it's frustrating. Nobody likes to be wrong and lose money. But I'll tell you what, just manage risk, because what a total potential train wreck that could have been, and potentially still getting worse, because look at this thing. Just is going straight up. So, but I got to keep an eye on Tesla, because I'm actually watching this one for, in fact, 154.75. Yeah, let me get this out there. 154.75. I want to go long. And just for you, hey Clay, how does your chat room work? Right there. So 154.75 is a bounce coming. I think there's a chance there. So I'm going to throw an order out there down that 154.75, and we'll see if I can get that hit or not. Wow, dropping. Let's see if it wants to come down a little bit more. I'll pause, but I'll keep a close eye on it. Well, I was right. It wanted to bounce, but being right in general is not good enough to make money, because as you see here, it did bounce, but I was wrong in the sense of where did it exactly want to bounce from. So always remember that as a trader. It's easy to sit there and say, oh, I think Tesla's going to bounce, and then look, it's like, oh yeah, I was right. I would have made money because it bounced. Are you sure? Because where would you have entered in at? And that's where I got it wrong, did not get the entry point right. Who knows? Maybe it'll still try to come back down and give me another chance. But as of right now, it's looking like I was slightly off on the bounce. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, so maybe I am going to get a chance here. 154.75. So looking for a breakdown, but what I surmise would be a fake breakdown. So breakdown and then come back up. Or if I'm wrong and it's a true breakdown, well, it's going to be a losing trade. I'll go ahead and pause. So again, approaching. I apologize to start, stop, but like I said, this is live. I don't know what's coming next, so I'd rather err on the side of caution, because I'd hate to miss the actual entry point if it does happen. But this also just goes to show this is how trading goes. Sometimes you're thinking, is it going to happen? Nope. Is it going to happen? Nope. Is it going to happen? Nope. All right. I'll pause. Okay, I did change my order down to 1. Whoa! That was cool. Please don't tell me I would have been filled, because I changed my order. All right, I'm checking. Low of, okay, 154.89. So even if I had kept my original entry point, I still would not have been filled. So that makes me feel better, but wow. See what I mean about the fake breakdown? Now, did I know for sure that was going to happen? No, of course not. I'm not making that claim, but holy smokes, that was crazy. And I think I hit record before that happened. That was wild. Broke below there, went 11 cents, and then boom, up $1. So that was some algo action there. That was wild. Oh, I'm so excited that I'm pretty sure I caught that on video. Well, all right, that is going to wrap that up. That was my plan that I've been waiting for and stalking. Got the break. And again, like I said, even if I was at 154.75, I still would not have been filled. But if this thing comes down now, do I try again is the question. It could still potentially work out, but I mean, it's 10, 11, it's 40 minutes in. Usually I'm looking to be done after 30 minutes. And I want to just move on with my day. There's other stuff I can be doing. And so, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and move on. So there we are, 40 minutes, $175. I'm not sure of many places in the market, not the market, but the world where you can make $175 with commissions. Let's call it 165. Make $165 in 40 minutes. And I would, for perspective's sake, for those of you that sometimes struggle with greed and all that, because I get it, the social media effect, you look around social media and you see massive numbers. Yeah, but let's step in the real world. Would you ever go up to somebody that, let's say, makes $50 an hour? Would you go up to somebody that makes $50 an hour and say, you know, I made $165 in 40 minutes. I'm pretty not happy about it. That person would look at you, rightfully so, as a greedy, unhinged, undetached savage. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm making $50 an hour and you're complaining about making $165 in 40 minutes? right? That changes the perspective a little bit, right? So just keep yourself grounded. And that's a trick that I always like to use because yeah, I'm the same way. You look around social media and you see some really, really big numbers. Whether or not they're true, that's another discussion. But let's just assume that they're true, and it sets up, in your mind a situation of, geez, I'm not doing too well, or geez, I had a bad day. Really? Would you tell somebody that makes $50 an hour you had a bad day? I don't think you would. So I'm going to move on with my day. So yeah, overall, risk management. In fact, let's just do this real quick. Doesn't look like a whole lot of progress, but let's just double check. A little bit more. So you can see Google continues to drift higher and higher. So my best trade today was that one right there. Because had I gotten undisciplined, had I started to hold and hope, wow, that would be I'd be in a very, very painful situation right now, down over $1,000 plus, based on the numbers and where I got in, how many shares and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, crazy. I'm glad that I did that. So yeah, 165, we'll call it in 40 minutes. And I'm going to move on. So thanks for hanging out. If you enjoy these videos, then hit that like button, leave a comment below. And thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.